What's up, everybody, and welcome back to A Beer a Day with TK. It's January the 2nd. I'm hanging out the house, getting ready to try a beer. The beer that I have on offer today is Crew Drive Pils from Central Waters Brewing Company. Shout out to Pete. This is one of the beers that he sent me. After I did that week or so of lighter beers, I think Pete and I were chatting. He said he had an interesting lighter beer for me to check out. So I have this Crew Drive Pils. If you look on the side, serving facts, it says for a 12-ounce can, the calories are 124, not too bad. Carbohydrates, only 2 grams of carbs and 2 grams of protein, so I guess that's positive. The one thing that did kind of shock me with this is the ABV is 5.6. So a while back I did a bunch of kind of low-calorie, low-carb beers, and while some of them were quite tasty, when it went to the ABV, most of them were really low. Kind of like in the 2 and 3 range. So I'm kind of shocked that this beer comes in at 5.6 with only 2 grams of carbs. So if you're on a keto diet or just watching what you intake in the new year for a diet, this would seem to be a decent option with only 2 grams of carbs. That's pretty decent. All right, so Central Waters is from Amherst, Wisconsin. I think I did one of their beers on here before. I did the Mud Puppy Porter. I've also had the Honey Blonde Ale from them. Again, I thought their beers are pretty solid. I do see them out here once in a while. Usually don't see tons of their beers, but one of the local spots, Beverage Barn, does have some of these beers once in a while from Central Waters. So I was kind of excited to check this one out. As for reviews, I went to Untappd. They got a 3.56. Beer Advocate at 3.58, although it only had 12 reviews. So for a low-calorie, relatively low-calorie, low-carb beer, not bad reviews. So let's give this a shot and see what it tastes like. For my glassware today, I'm going with this stunner. This was from that Coleman's Military Surplus. I don't know if you can pick it up, but this glass looks like it has rifling in it. It's really, really a cool-looking glass. So it's the first time I've ever used it. It looks like this is it's a Zellertal Weiss from the Schlossbrau Draxelried R. Bruckmeyer. So I looked them up on Untappd. It looks like they are still around. It's a German microbrewery. So super sweet glass, first time I'm using it. Let's see what happens. This was listed as, it says Pils on the can. When I looked on Beer Advocate, it said it was a Brut Pils. Untappd had it as Pils Other, so Brut Pils. I'm guessing it's going to be much more effervescent than a regular Pils. Color, it's kind of a gold color, pretty clear. You can see a fair amount of carbonation in there, pretty effervescent. As to the head, not too bad. Looks a little bit thin, but it's still there. It didn't dissipate as quickly as I thought it might have. Smells predominantly citrus. Kind of smells lemony. That's about it. Nice light citrus smell. Taste, let's go in, dive in and see what this is like. Ooh, quite a bit of bubbles. Yeah, nicely effervescent there, huh? Taste, I think the first thing you pick up is a wee bit of citrus. So you do kind of get I think it kind of tastes like lemon, maybe a little bit of orange in there. You do get some malt, kind of a light malt profile. And then you do get a little bit of some hops. It's a little funky with the hops taste, a little bit different. I can't say it doesn't really taste peppery. It really doesn't taste resinous. It kind of goes to like a little bit of a dry bitterness to it, but it's pretty interesting taste. Pretty light bodied. It's not watery, but it is on the lighter side. Again, I think I did 5 or 6 of these beers previously, kind of low carb, low cal beers. Most of them, not surprisingly, are a little bit on the lighter side of the body spectrum there. But this is serviceable. I don't think it tastes watery. Some of them kind of tasted watery, like with that Mick Ultra. That was pretty abysmal. I think this is better than that. It definitely has more feel to it. Yeah, it's not bad. What do you want? My cat's meowing at me. She wants some food. Overall, I would say Crew Drive Pils is a pretty solid beer. I wasn't aware of what a crew drive is, but I guess on the side here they have an explanation. It says, what the heck is a crew drive? We're glad you asked. It's a standing tradition for brewery employees to clear the benches and crowd a market to represent their brewery for a day. It's a team effort that ends over a beer or four and a toast to victories won. Dry, effervescent, and dangerously drinkable, this beer is brewed for celebration. Join our crew for a cold one. 5.6% ABV, brewed and canned, Amherst, Wisconsin. So I guess Crew Drive is that. I'm not sure what they mean when they say they take over our market. Are they saying they go to another brewery? So if you work for Central Waters, you show up at another brewery in Wisconsin, and then you guys hang out all day and kind of represent your brewery? Or are you talking about you go to some kind of outdoor market or an actual market? Either way, sounds like some kind of team building exercise, and anything that ends in 3 or 4 beers probably is a worthwhile endeavor. So, Central Waters Crew Drive Pils. I would give this a thumbs up. I would drink another one for sure. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up. Hit that like button. If you want to see more videos like this, please hit subscribe. And as always, if you got any comments or questions, if you've tried this Crew Drive Pils or any of the other Central Waters beers, hop in the comments below. Let me know what you think about it. Until next time, cheers.